We're here in Streator, Illinois as part of our Illinois Made series where we highlight local businesses all throughout Illinois, promote them, and share their story. Today we are going to meet Cheri at CICI'S Dress Consignment. Come on in so we can learn more about her small business. We're here in Streator, Illinois at CICI'S Dress Consignment with Cheri.
Yes.
And Cheri's going to tell us a little bit about what she does, how long she's been here, and how you chose Streator as your location.
Sounds good. Streator is my hometown. I've been here my entire life. And over the past years, our downtown has been really building up. And I quite literally had two very vivid dreams about opening up a shop this exact way. After the second dream, I'm like, somebody is trying to tell me something, so I need to make it come to fruition. And so at that time, I talked to family members and said, hey, this is my idea. I've been having dreams about it, and what do you guys think? And I think it all stems from my daughter went to prom. They wear these dresses one time. What do you do with it all? And they just hang in the closet. And I'm like, there has to be a better way to be able to use them again, and so they don't go into landfills right away, or people throw them away, and maybe somebody that doesn't have enough money, a lot of money, they could use it. So here we are.
Right, and what I think is so interesting about it is it's sustainable. So like you said, people aren't buying a dress and getting rid of it. Yes. And then it also helps out people who maybe can't afford a super expensive dress. I know we were talking in the beginning, so give me like a range of the costs of dress that you carry at your consignment shop.
I carry everything from $20 to $25 up to $400, depending on what you're looking for. Obviously, the higher end brands are going to be higher because, to buy them brand new retail is pretty expensive. And I feel like my business is a twofold. So the people that do go and spend the good money on a dress gives them the opportunity to do something with it and make a little bit money back, and knowing that they're helping someone else to have the dress again and to have another life. That's just kind of what our motto is get these dresses in and give them another life for someone else to use. I am now seeing dresses come back 2 and 3 times. So, I mean, it's really helping sustainability, I think.
Your building is awesome, and I know we're going to do a walkthrough and check everything out. How did you end up here, and how long have you been here?
So at the time I wanted to make this to come to fruition, my first steps were to find location. My biggest thing was I wanted the location downtown. I wanted to really help build up more businesses downtown, make it a central area for people to come shop, support local businesses, support small businesses. And I've known Jen, who is the owner of this building, for a lot of years. And my initial thought was to do pop-up where I would just have the weekend sales and I would pop everything up in the hallways and then tear it down when the weekend is done. So I approached Jen. She said, I think that is a fantastic idea, and let's make something happen. Well, in the meantime, before we even got to that second step, the small area where I started became available. She goes, hey, if this is something maybe you're interested, because that way you don't have to bring everything up and tear everything down, you can keep it there. I said, sure, let's do it. And that's kind of how it started. Okay.
And I think you showed me earlier, you started in a smaller space, and now you're in your current space.
I just started, this homecoming season was my first sales here, and we moved across the hall over the summer. My husband and I did a lot of work getting this all ready to go, and we opened up the 16th, I think, of August was our first sale date here, and this is literally 3 times the space that I had before, which I knew I was going to need because now I have so many more dresses.
Can you tell us a little bit about what exactly a consignment shop is and what type of dresses you carry?
Sure. So the consignment part of it is you bring dresses in, and if I think I can sell them and they're clean, well-kept, modern dresses and that I think I can sell them, you then just fill out a consignment agreement, and basically in the agreement is stating that yes, the tag that is in there is the tag. You can't sell it anywhere else if I have it in my possession, that type of thing. They would get 50% of whatever I sell it for, and I just send them an e-check by mail or by email. So they will just literally get an email saying you have a check, they print it off, they take it. So it's kind of a win-win, making a little bit of money. and I put them through cycles, and then they can choose whether they want it donated if I don't sell it at the end, or they can come and pick it up. I would contact them, and then they can come and get it and pick it up and do whatever they would like with it.
I think what you're doing as far as like donating dresses to different communities and to schools and stuff like that is awesome. So someone can drop off a dress, and if you don't sell it, tell me about the donation process and like who you work with in the community.
Sure, I have worked with several places in the community. We do have, our local high school has a closet for girls that may need something and that don't have the funds to do it. So I have donated to them prior, so then they can just get a dress for whatever occasion they need. I also help and donate with the local theater group for costumes. And this past year after prom, I donated to the Night to Shine, which is in Streator. That's part of the Tim Tebow Foundation. That's where special needs kids have their own prom. So I did donate a lot of dresses to them last year. And I'm always looking for other places to donate.
That's, I mean,
again, to reuse it again.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yes.
And have you been doing that since day one?
Day one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, because I didn't want to just get rid of them. Ugh, I don't want that to happen.
If someone's interested in bringing a dress and having it sold on consignment, what type of dresses do you carry? What's in demand? Tell me about what that looks like. If someone were to call you up and say, Cheri, tell me what you have at your shop, what I can bring in, and you know, what people are looking for.
Absolutely. So we initially started with just homecoming and prom dresses. And for our area, homecoming is typically short, some sparkly, some maybe just simpler, just depends on style and preference of girls. I also do long prom dresses, so my inventory will swap out after my homecoming sales are done into prom dresses. And then this year, coming into this space, I am now doing bridal, wedding dresses, and wedding guest dresses. Because again, you're wearing it one time, what do you do with it afterwards? I know people like to keep them, but that's okay. And then I started finding a need a couple of years ago. Bouquets, people pay for bouquets, and if you want fresh, that's great, but some people get the silk, and then what do they do with it? I said, we'll bring it in, we'll resell them, and shoes, jewelry. So yeah, it's been kind of increasing inventory where we find a need.
I wanted to talk to you about your client base. So people who come in looking for dresses, or when you're donating dresses. I know we're in Streator, Illinois right now.
Yes.
Tell me the different communities that you work in.
Oh goodness. We have had people from Seneca, Ottawa, LaSalle, Peru, Bureau Valley, Putnam County, Mahomet, Illinois, which is down by Champaign, Bloomington, like all the small town schools for sure, like Fieldcrest, Flanagan, it just goes on and on. Pontiac, Dwight. I have had, because I always ask everybody, oh, where are you from? Just so I know where I'm reaching.
Right.
So we have had hundreds of miles of people coming to here to do either shopping or to be donating dresses.
And so your donation reaches that far out as well to all of these towns?
Yes.
That's incredible. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us something memorable, or you know, a customer who came in, like what's an experience as a small business owner in Illinois that sticks to mind as far as like this was incredible, or this is the reason I'm doing what I'm doing?
Okay, there's twofold and two stories that I thought of when we're starting this.
Perfect.
This actually just came yesterday to me.
Timely.
Because timely. So if they sell something, then I send the check via email as an e-check. I sent this lady's check yesterday. This was my first wedding dress that I sold. A girl came in. She is getting married. She went to a shop, and she said the one dress she loved was just way over her budget. She couldn't afford to spend that kind of money. So she came here, found this dress, fell in love, and she was so appreciative that she could find something within her budget. So I sold that dress, sent it to the person that consigned it, and she said this to me: just to let you know, I received my check. I am so excited to know someone will wear that dress again. Thank you for making this service available in our area. That is right there why I do it. And then another success story is a few years ago, I was across the way. A girl came in she was by herself. She didn't come with friends. I don't know if she even had, I don't know what her whole story was.
Okay.
Very shy, but she needed to get a prom dress. So within that area of time that she was in there, I was able to help her find a gorgeous dress within budget. She was so appreciative, and I just seen this light in her eyes just come up, because when some girls come in, they've never even worn a dress before. And my goal is I want every girl leaving here loving and feeling comfortable and confident when they leave of the dress that they chose. That is my goal.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we've been talking about our series that we're doing, which is Illinois Made, highlighting small businesses. We're here at your store, CICI'S Dress Consignment. Tell me about what this means to you about having a small business in Illinois.
Well, I think it goes back to small business, supporting your local community, where the tax dollars go back into your community. And when you're talking about small businesses, you're talking about people who put their heart and souls into what they're doing. And the work that goes into it. And I think that's more meaningful. And to be able to go into these spaces and support that, I think that's what it's all about. Yes.
So where do you see CICI'S Dress Consignment in the future? How big do you want this to get?
Oh gosh, I would love to be, I work full time on top of doing this.
Oh wow.
So I would love for this to be my full-time job, and I would love to, reach out to where people can mail us dresses and maybe someday shop online, just to make it a bigger experience. Not sure how that would look yet, but just to keep expanding and being able to touch more lives, and to keep doing that sustainability, and to be able to help girls find their perfect dress always. I love it.
What's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
So we do have a Facebook page, CICI'S Dress Consignment. We are on TikTok, and that's CICI'S.dressconsign. And we do have CICI'S Dress Consignment on Instagram. I think we're on all the socials. So you can definitely reach out to us that way. And with ever questions, I get lots of questions, and I'm happy to answer anything. And then we can set up something if they're wanting to donate or send stuff to me. Absolutely, they can reach out to me like that, and we would set something up.
Got it. So, and you just mentioned donations, and I know this is a huge part about what you're doing. So if people did want to donate dresses, is that something where they could ship them to you?
They sure could.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep. And I would probably have them, we would do some communicating beforehand, because I just want to make sure it's the right thing of what our girls are looking for, or if I can find the need for the dress. And then we would go from there.
We just wrapped up talking with Cheri at CICI'S Dress Consignment in Streator, Illinois. If you happen to be nearby, stop in, check out the dresses, see what she's doing. She's got a great story, and stay tuned to see where we end up next for our series of Illinois Made, where we highlight and promote local businesses throughout Illinois.